This is Lana Beniko. I need you to meet with me somewhere private. You may be the Empire's only hope. You came. Good. I'm aware I've been somewhat quiet following your success on Tython. Don't mistake my reticence for apathy. Truth is, I have a great deal to say. Now that we're alone, we can have a real dialogue.
Darth Arcus wouldn't appreciate you going behind his back like this.
No, I don't imagine he would. Especially considering what I have to say. Darth Arcus wasn't entirely forthcoming about his reasons for invading the Jedi Temple. Not even with me. He was after a very specific item. An artifact.
I overheard Arcus talking to Go. It did seem like they had some ulterior motive.
If I knew more, I could determine what that motive is. But there's very good reason to be concerned about it.
Meaning?
I now believe that the Republic's attack on Korriban wasn't a retaliation for Tython. It was intended to coincide with our own attack.
Major offensives coordinated across two warring militaries? I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's close.
It is a stretch, but these attacks occurred nearly on top of one another, and that cannot be coincidence. It's all making sense now. There's something in the Force that I've never felt before. It exists nowhere and everywhere at once, rising, growing.
I should sense that as well. Are you sure?
I think I sense this growth because I'm tied to it somehow. Maybe by association to Darth Arcus. I think the Empire's in terrible danger. I'm used to offering my counsel to others. Now I turn to you for yours, Dark Lord. Will you help me?
I did not join the Dark Council to stand idly by while the Empire crumbles around me.
I knew I could count on you. I felt it. I'll see if I can't make sense of what happened on Tython and Korriban, and what all of this means. Whatever I find, I'll let you know as soon as I can. Stay vigilant, and may the Force ever serve you. Welcome. So good to see you again. As implied in our last brief communication, Darth Arcus is at the center of a grand conspiracy. Arcus had the Jedi Temple raided to acquire knowledge of Rakata technology that he could use to harm the Empire. Even now, he plots against us.
And he calls himself my equal. Darth Arcus tarnishes the entire Dark Council with this treachery.
I know, Dark Lord, and for having played my part in serving him, I apologize. I've followed Arcus to a secure undersea laboratory here on Manaan, where he's working with a Selkath geneticist on something. I've been trying to learn more. I've also discovered that Colonel Darroch secured passage to the same laboratory. He was behind the Republic's raid on Korriban.
Dark Council members make for attractive targets. This Darroch might be ending the Arcus problem for us.
As you say, he's our problem. Meaning we need to resolve it ourselves. We must confront Arcus in that laboratory. As I said, it's a well-protected facility. You'll have to make your way through heavily armed Selkath and dismantle their security grid.
You're not coming?
I'd intended to confront Darth Arcus myself, but I sense a presence here. A potential ally. I'll remain in touch and let you know how my search progresses. May the Force be at your service. I can sense him. We have to learn what he and the Selkath are doing down there and confront him. To have your run of the place, you'll need to shut down the security grid. You have the coordinates now. I'll stay in touch. He's learned of a prisoner in the security hub who's been scheduled for disposal by experimentation. This Jacaro sounds like someone you might want to talk with, as soon as you contend with the head of security.
Convinces won't cheer a Kranvan. Verdia kan ei tågreglen.
I have this.
Says at utan apan. Hogeluk abja ihota. Es ege kisit.
Jacaro! My most sincere apologies for his outburst. Please don't leave us here to rot! I implore you!
I'm guessing you two have no choice but to stick together.
I am C2D4, former translator to Her Eminence Queen Nina of Onderon, and this is my current master, the renowned illicit transport specialist, Jacaro.
A smuggler, in other words.
Jacaro was hired, quite innocuously, by a Selkat geneticist named Garima. We delivered a large shipment of perfectly legal medical supplies here to this facility. Imagine our consternation when Garima then had us imprisoned and interrogated most harshly by two awful creatures.
What sort of experiments would benefit from a Wookiee and a droid?
We don't know what Garima is doing. I can only assume they mean to turn me to scrap and melt my processors.
Darth Arcus has much to answer for.
We shall endeavor to hurry and regroup with you at our earliest opportunity.
Strange power signatures in your vicinity. He believes they may be emanating from Rakata technology. It warrants a closer look. Tap into a nearby console so we can investigate.
Hogeluk abja ihota. Zokas hoge megne. Naswemidik. Van Yog Hajilando. Mugen Tasta.
me, but I'm here with Lana. She's meditating using her connection to Darth Arcus to pinpoint his location. She wanted you to know if I found anything, and I did. Energy readings from Garima's lab. The kind of technology's firing up like crazy in there. Don't know for sure what's going on, but I can pretty much guarantee it's got to be stopped.
You must be Garima. Time to talk.
Is hoge sohanem kertvisa.
The hard way.
Nemvog kinta vila gito torko. Latate hat.
Trouble is putting it mildly. I'm the thing that haunts you in your sleep.
Estavo lav meg minil uge. Oze desazos. Homaleban. Hosu idon kera stulals elva lasto asbult ahatasa. Amun kaja kostunk. Vota hoje mar imnit. Ete valahol. Eves tog ere ni as Ingrid. Len parnata feder zeten.
He mustn't get another chance to betray us! Shoot him already!
Let your hate be your guide, Jakaro.
How very unexpected. This is the potential complication you sensed? No, this is not my advisor, but rather an associate. It would appear Beniko laid out a convincing case that I'm up to no good.
You spit upon everything the Dark Council represents.
The Dark Council? A myopic institution that does nothing more than boost the egos of those who smother its gilded seats. He thinks you've gone to the other side, Arcus. It is somewhat amusing, isn't it? Sorry to cut this short, but since we have everything we need...
comes crashing down upon itself, enjoy a preview of our infinite army. Me again. Derek and Arcus ejected all the emergency pods. No going back to where you came. Good news is I slayed one of the pods. Found a remote pilot headed for a docking hatch nearby. You should have the coordinates by now. Get moving. That thing's serious and it's coming right for you. Stay sharp. get you out of there.
That was a challenge.
Hang on. Emergency pod's almost secure, but not quite.
You're with the Republic, aren't you?
That's right. I'm also saving your lives. You got a problem with that?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Figured. Guess we'll have a chat about that when you get to the surface.
Hurry! I wasn't built to survive the crushing depths!
Okay, all set. Climb in and enjoy the ride.
Welcome back. Once again, you've displayed a skill and determination that few possess.
I've seen worse.
Perhaps I should make proper introductions.
No need to tell me who I'm addressing. I'm Theron Shan, Republic SAS, and your new ally.
First, Arcus starts working with a pawn of the Republic, and now you expect me to do the same.
I fully understand your reluctance, but please, allow us to explain. The way we were fooled by Darth Arcus, the same happened to Theron, except with the Colonel.
And between what you found down in that lab and what Lana and I pieced together, I can tell you they're both traitors.
Arcus and Derek are in league with a dangerous movement, a shadowy cult known as the Order of Revan.
Revan is no longer among the living. I made sure of that.
It's not Revan himself, but those who follow his doctrine we're concerned with. They seem to have grown rather bold. The Order of Revan used to operate in the shadows of Imperial space, but now their ranks include at least one major Republic figure.
That means I can't trust my people and Lana can't trust hers. Present company excluded. And if the Revanites are building an army of cyborgs...
This is Jacaro.
And I am C2D4, former translator to Her Eminence Queen Lena of Onderon.
Hey, Jacaro, how would you feel about helping me track those two down? We'll talk about it. Lana, will you be joining us?
We don't yet know how deep the Revanites' influence runs. I must learn what I can from within the Empire. You've done well here, as expected. We'll speak again soon. Our work here is done.